Hey guys, it's Spicy, and in this video I'm going to give you guys powerful Cypher setups on Icebox. Now, I made these setups in a way where you can block 2 lanes by yourself, so that way it gives you more control over the map. These setups will contain one-way smokes. They will also contain Tripwire Wallbang setups, so that way your kills should come relatively easy. And I will also make sure that they have camera spots that see the whole site, so you can be confident in your setup. But anyways guys, let's get into it. Alright guys, this first setup is going to be for B site, and we're going to block 2 lanes. So this lane right over here, the long, and the mid right over here. So what you're going to do first is you're going to set your trap wire over here like this.
Yes, this
one over here. And the next one is going to be in here. This is going to be a very common planned spot for the fight. So you're going to be positioning yourself over here. So if anyone gets trapped in this one over here, you can wall bang like this. If anyone gets trapped in this one, you can wall bang with this. Also make sure you come over here and you put your cage right in here. Pretty easy to do. Lots of room for error because this is going to act as a one-way smoke. And once you're done setting up over here, you're going to come right over here and set up the one-way smoke for the long choke. So you're just going to set yourself up over here, line yourself up with the green box like this. You're lining up the UI that I'm zooming in on right now like this. And once the wall goes down, you're going to throw the smoke, and that's going to be the one way. So here it is. The wall is going to go down. I'm lined up like this. And this is going to be the one-way smoke right over here. So right over here, you got the one way of them coming from long. And one of the other things that I haven't mentioned yet is the camera spots. It depends on which one-way smoke you really want to target. If you want to target this long smoke over here, all you have to do is put the camera here, and when you see people in this choke, you're going to activate this cage, and you got this one way over here. So a lot of times what I do is I put the camera in mid over here, so I can use this one way over here, which I'm going to show you right now. Put the camera right over here. I can get a good view of this choke, and right over here, this is a one way as well. You can obviously see into the bomb site, but you can also see right over here all the way to the end. So that's another one way that you can use for this camera. Because I got the wall bangs over here, and also here. I have a one way, and I also have a one way here if anyone is on site and they're planning the spike. So this pretty much gives you all the control you need. You have a camera spot over here. Now, just to add on to that, one of the things that I haven't mentioned yet is the one-way smoke for this choke right over here. All you're doing is you're lining yourself up with this edge right over here, and you're gonna line yourself up with this yellow-black pattern. And right over here, you can get this one way, and you can activate this, go down in the rope. And as I said in my previous video, this is a variable one-way smoke right over here. So you can decide which one ways to do. A lot of times though, because you have the trap wires over here on the right side, I don't like to do that one way. I like to just use the trap wires for picks, and on this side I like to use the one way if people try to avoid the trap way. This setup, it's going to be similar to the last setup. We're going to guard this choke for sure, but we're also going to guard this kitchen area over here in case people go through the tunnel. Set up the one-way smoke for this area right over here. So just line myself up with this ledge over here. You're just going to come over here, put the smoke off this wall right over here.
This goes here, that goes.
This is going to one-way smoke this general area over here. Make sure you put this trap wire over here. Very good trap wire for this map right over here. Now when it comes to the camera, I'm using this spot right over here. This is going to give me a good view into the choke, into there, and that's what we're going to one way as well. But we're going to do that part once the wall goes down. So once this wall goes down, we're going to quickly set this one way smoke up. You're going to come over here, line up with the silver line over here, and then you're going to just line yourself up with this one, and then go to the middle of this area so that you're right over the tube over here. So line yourself up at the bottom of the one, go to the middle like this, and right over here, this is the one-way smoke, and you're good to go. Now once you throw this one-way smoke, you're going to come over here, put a trap wire over here if you really need to, because remember, you can always wall bang this. You're going to make your way over to this ramp. This is going to be the place where you can take advantage of the one-way smoke. You look through this camera. If you see anyone in this area over here, or even if they're in this area, you activate this, and this is what you end up getting. Now this is a one way. They actually can't see you from the other side. I'm going to show you. So you're going to be standing over here. If I come over here, as you can see, the tunnel, it's a perfect vision. But if I activate this one way, the tunnel is completely blocked off. So if they're over here, you can actually see them right now. And if they walk up, you can still see them. And by this time, you already mowed them all down. So this is a actual one-way smoke right over here. Very powerful. You can kill people even if they haven't crossed this area. So in case they go into this tunnel, you have a couple things that you're working with. First of all, you have this trap wire over here. So if anyone gets into the trap wire, all you have to do, go to the right side, and you're wall banging that. Now, most of the time what's going to happen is they might knock this wire down and they might get trapped in this wire, but you're not going to be able to take advantage of it. However, this is your cue to activate this one-way smoke over here. So right over here, perfect one-way. All you have to do, you're on this ramp over here, go to the left side, and boom, that's a one-way right over there. So that trap wire is the notification that, hey, I should activate the one-way smoke. So you come to the left side, you activate the one-way. Now that's one-way. But this way, you just take out the whole middle of the map very easily. You guard that tunnel over there. You also guard this choke over here. So the enemy's in a very precarious position. So this works out very well with the one-way over here, the one-way over there. You got the Tripwire Wallbangs in there, and you got this camera spot to make it work and put it all together. So very, very good setup. Should take out the whole middle of the map. All right, guys, the next setup is going to be if you're guarding this A mid area, this mid boiler area. Before you start, all you're going to do, you're going to use this trap wire yet again. This is the trap wire you're going to use. Very useful. I'm going to show you why later on. And then you're just going to come right over here. This is something I showed on my previous video. This is the one-way smokes you're going to set up. You're just going to line yourself up with this wall over here. Once this wall goes down, I'm going to throw the one-way smokes. So all you're going to do, line yourself up with this square over here. See this? Put your crosshair on the corner that's facing you, and you're going to let this go. Very easy. One-way over here. You're going to line yourself up with this corner over here, and you're going to go up until the UI that I'm zooming in on right now is in line with the bottom of the floor like this. And you let this go, and that's going to give you this one-way. So now you have two one-ways right over here. Make sure you put your camera anywhere in this area. Anytime the enemy is in this general area, you're going to activate these two one-way smokes. Some of the best one-way smokes in the game. You have a ramp over here. Very, very easy to take advantage of it. This is going to be a one-way smoke that should lock this whole area down. Now remember, I told you guys to put this trap wire over here before the round started. Now the reason why I told you that is if the enemy decides to go into this tunnel over here and you can't catch them all, you have this trap wire over here. This area right over here is Wallbang. It's a very small area, but this area is Wallbang. A lot of this stuff isn't, but this area is. So this area goes right into the trap wire. So if enemy gets caught into the trap wire, you can Wallbang this, and that should give you the kill pretty easily if they sneak by and go into that tunnel. So that's why I told you guys to do this. All right, guys, now we're on A side. I'm going to give you guys a setup for this that is going to have some good trap wires and one-way smokes as well. So here's the basic one-way smoke that everyone knows by now. This is going to be the one-way smoke to guard this choke over here. However, what I wanted to do was create a setup that can help you lock down both lanes, but also prevent a spike plant. Now, what I've found early on in this map right now is this is a very safe spot for the enemy to plant the spike. This is usually a good spot that can give you cover. I'm right over here. You're just going to put your trap wire like this.
That goes there.
And it's going to land over here. You can also do this trap wire over here.
Yes.
That's going to land right over here, and it should definitely take it out. A lot of times the opponent loves to just get on this rope and take the high ground from over here and peek this angle. So they might run into this trap wire over here, and you're going to position yourself over here on this platform, so that way you can wallbang this whole area over here. Make sure you put your camera over here because this is going to give you a look at this one-way smoke and the one-way smoke on the right side that we're going to set up right after the wall goes down. So what you're going to do, you're going to line yourself up with this edge over here. Look at the corner of this box over here. Look at the rope and then just go down a bit like this. Pretty much good enough. Right over here, this is going to be the one-way smoke. Once this wall goes down, I let this go. That's going to give you the one-way smoke right over here. If you see activity on the right side, you're going to activate this. You're going to be on the platform. This is the one-way smoke. You have a trap wire on the left side blocking off the spike plant location. That's why sometimes I even put two trap wires over here. So that way they definitely don't come here, because I don't want them to come here because I don't have a lot of good defense mechanisms over here. I don't have a one-way, but on the right side over there, I have a one-way. So I usually like to make sure that the opponent goes there. So you got the one-ways over here. You have this camera spot to let you know. You got two trap wires over here. This should pretty much lock the A site down. If you feel like the enemy is rushing, you have a very good exit spot over here to regroup with your teammates and then push in, you know, once you're all together and everyone has come to A site. If you guard A site, you're taking this A site away. But if you guard B, you're able to take out B long and B mid. You're taking out more lanes because of your one-way smokes and Tripwire Wallbang setup. So guarding those areas is way more powerful, I think, on this map. So usually I don't guard A. I usually guard this location over here, mid boiler, or I'm guarding this area for sure because his one-way smokes and Tripwire Wallbangs work really well. And if you don't know what to do, always guard this area. It's very, very good because you got the one-way over here, and you can pretty much just take this part of the map out very, very easily. But anyways, guys, if you want to see more of these setups, you can watch me at Twitch, SpicyCurry0. Make sure you give that a follow. You can join the Discord channel. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. And as always, stay spicy.